It's 9:30 a.m. and this is Observer Radio News. I'm Veronica Blake with Francois Biber on sports and Aileen Donnelly with your entertainment. In the weather, it's 8 degrees and sunny outside our East York studios. Now, here are the headlines. Toyota halts sales of an SUV amid safety concerns. European bike lanes take their summer vacation in Toronto. And holiday shopping may be coming soon to a mall near you. Now to our top story. Toyota's reputation takes another blow with a don't buy warning issued for one of their vehicles. Consumer Reports issued the warning for the 2010 Lexus GX 460. The SUV's stability control took too long to kick in during testing. This could cause the vehicle to roll over on a sharp turn. Toyota has stopped sales of the SUV and will be conducting their own tests. This comes after the automaker's massive recall of vehicles for sticking gas pedals and faulty floor mats. There have been no reported incidents of the SUV rolling over. A summer bike lane experiment is in the works for University Avenue. The lane will run from Richmond Street West to Wesley Street West. The city will try the European-style bike lane on a 3-month trial. Cyclists will be able to travel along the median of University Avenue, separated from motor vehicles. Councillor Glenn DeBaremaker hopes the lanes will make people feel comfortable to get out of their cars. The lanes offer safety for cyclists. 2 traffic lanes will be removed for the pilot, but parking won't be affected. The City of Toronto announced last month its partnership with the United Way in building new community centres for some underprivileged areas of the city. But one needy neighbourhood has begun to create their own facility without waiting for the multi-million-dollar funding. It's in Flemington Park. And as Observer Radio's Taylor Marsden reports, the issue is now getting out of the basement they call home.
That's Reverend Helena Holcroft showing one of the 2 crammed rooms that Flemington Park's food bank has been using for community programs. It's been using the basement of a condo building to operate for nearly a year. It caters to more than 60,000 people living in the poor neighborhood. Holdcroft says they're bursting at the seams.
There's hardly any public space in this community, and that's what's needed. We need a place outside of it. I mean, even for this, the little hub that we're sort of starting here with the health unit and neighborhood services and new circles and all of that, here it is on the edge of the community, not very accessible. I mean, that's no place for a hub, but it's in the basement of a condo. It was like the only space available.
Holdcroft says the food bank is waiting for City Hall to build them a new place soon. So far, only Rexdale and the Bathurst and Finch communities have been able to break ground. But Holdcroft remains hopeful.
It's not an option to close the food bank. It's not an option. Not when you're serving thousands and thousands of people. So, but we also have to demonstrate that we're well organized. Because I don't blame people for not wanting to give to something where they wonder, is this just falling into a black hole? Or is somebody really stewarding this process and using our money the best way possible? And that's what we need to demonstrate.
In the meantime, she says the programs at the center will continue with the basement door wide open. Taylor Marsden, Observer Radio News, Toronto.
Business owners are hoping to stay open on statutory holidays. City Council will look at the request from the Toronto Association of Business Improvement Areas later in the month. Currently, the Eaton Centre and other designated tourist areas are open for business on holidays. As well, movie theaters and restaurants can open under the Entertainment Act. The group is requesting the freedom to open on 9 holidays, including Christmas Day. City Council became in charge of store hours in 2006 under the City of Toronto Act. And that's the latest news. Now here's Francois with sports.
Thanks, Veronica, and hi everyone. Now let's get down to some sports with celebrities. After actor Brendan Fraser threw the ceremonial first pitch, Blue Jays pitcher Ricky Romero dominated the mound last night as the Jays sought to avenge an 11th inning loss suffered Monday. The sophomore left-hander tore his way through the Chicago batting order, striking out a career-high 12 batters. Romero led his team into the 8th inning without surrendering a hit. His streak ended, however, as former Jay Alex Rios bombed a homer over left field. Jays manager Cito Gaston chose to send in relief pitcher Kevin Gregg after Jason Frazier blew his second save on Monday in as many games. Toronto held on to the 4-2 win. The Jays look to take 2 of 3 games tonight as they face the White Sox at 7 o'clock. The Raps look to sneak into the playoffs as they take on the New York Knicks at the Air Canada Centre tonight. With the Raptors' win over the Knicks and a Chicago Bulls loss to the Bobcats, the Raps can secure the final playoff spot in the East. Tip-off is tonight at 7 o'clock on The Score. The Hockey Nation of Edmonton struck another reservoir after they won the 2010 NHL Draft Lottery. Going in with a 25% chance of coming out number one, the odds came through for the Oils. The tough decision now rests on General Manager Steve Tambellini as he decides on which OHL All-Star he drafts this summer. Top prospects include Taylor Hall and Tyler Seguin. The draft happens on June 25th at the Staples Center in Los Angeles. The majority of NHL scouts have Seguin ranked as number one. It's time to get cup crazy as the battle for Lord Stanley's mug kicks off tonight. The puck drops in 4 cities. You can catch defending Stanley Cup champions, the Pittsburgh Penguins, welcome the Ottawa Senators to Mellon Arena. New Jersey plays host to Philadelphia, and the West Coast games feature the Phoenix Coyotes hosting the Red Wings while the San Jose Sharks play the Avalanche. You can catch Sid the Kid and the Pens on CBC at 7 o'clock and the Philly-Jersey game a half hour later on TSN. West Coast games begin at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. As the Offset Provincial Boys Basketball Championship ended in a high drama on the court, it was the foundation of the tournament that received all the accolades off the court. As Observer Radio's Andrew Robichaud reports, the effort of a solid volunteer squad was too good to be overlooked.
They were the first to arrive at the Durham College gyms every morning and the last to leave at night. A flood of high school volunteers seemed to occupy just about every space other than the basketball court for the 3-day tournament. With the help of a committee of teachers from the Durham area, event convener Michael Kennelly oversaw the recruitment of responsible scorers, team ambassadors, and door personnel.
Each of the committee members, basically from about 5 high schools in the area, I asked each of them to bring their best team of scorers. So we ended up with about 40, I would say altogether, high school students who were playing a role, either as minor officials or support staff.
Volunteer coordinator Tina McNee, a gym teacher at O'Neill Collegiate and Vocational School in Oshawa, said she's amazed at the job of the students, but not at all surprised by it.
We've had some kids from other schools, from Dunbarton, Jay Clark, and A. Jackson Anderson, who've helped out as well, and their teachers selected them. But they have been troopers. They've missed 3 days of school, so they're going to have some homework to catch up on. But we chose them because we knew they were responsible to catch up with school, and they're doing a great job.
The tournament looked great and was lucky to have this little bit of a lot of help. Andrew Robichaud, Observer Radio News, Toronto.
That's your sports. Now let's toss it over to Aileen with entertainment.
Thanks, Francois, and hi, everyone. Organizers of the 24th TD Toronto Jazz Festival revealed some of the upcoming lineup yesterday. Herbie Hancock and Harry Connick Jr. are 2 big names you can look forward to, along with the Stanley Clarke Band and guitarists Mike Stern and John Schofield. The annual event will take place from June 25th to July 4th. There will be approximately 350 concerts in more than 40 locations across the city. Visit www.torontojazz.com for more information and a full schedule of events. In other music news, the 39th Juno Awards take place this Sunday in St. John's, Newfoundland. And it's shaping up to be a show full of firsts, with 94 first-time nominees up for awards. One of the first-timers is 16-year-old Justin Bieber, who is up for 3 nominations: Album of the Year, New Artist of the Year, and Pop Album of the Year. Bieber will also perform to the delight of tweens everywhere. Catch the Junos on CTV this Sunday at 8 p.m. Conan O'Brien will take Vancouver by storm tonight. Again. Last night, Conan played his first of 2 shows in Vancouver, the second stop on his 32-city, legally permitted from being funny on television tour. According to his contract, Conan is not allowed to make fun of NBC, but he's already shown there are ways to get around that. If you can't get tickets for the tour, fear not. Conan will be back doing late-night TV, this time for TBS, in November. Conan hits up Toronto for a sold-out performance May 22nd. Speaking of touring around, does your dream job involve traveling the world? 3 Toronto-based travelers have taken the leap and waved the 9-to-5 goodbye. At the 3rd season premiere of their cable travel show, Departures, the travelers give fans a taste of what 3 years on the road has been like. Observer Radio's Natasha Ali reports.
Travelers Scott Wilson, Justin Lukács, and Andre Dupuis opened the season premiere of their travel show Departures to fans at the Great Hall on Queen Street West. Wilson explains that even after filming 3 seasons, he still thinks travel is the most important thing, although his perspective on traveling has changed.
You start realizing how similar things are, I think, as the world starts to really come together. And, you know, I've said it on camera a million times, so I feel like I sound like a broken record, but it's true.
Lukács says he's built the most memorable friendships and travel experiences.
These 2 guys are the only guys I understand. You know what I mean? Understand what I've gone through and what we've gone through, and they're the only people that will ever understand.
For season 3, Wilson says the challenge was to keep the excitement going.
It's tough to try to maintain that culture shock every single time. So you gotta go outside the box again and push the limits again, push the personal limits again of, okay, what's really going to press us and what we're really going to have to work hard at to really experience something.
The new season of Departures airs Saturday nights at 10 p.m. on the Outdoor Life Network. Natasha Ali, Observer Radio News, Toronto.
Well, that's all we have in entertainment. Now back to Veronica for the wrap.
Thanks, Aileen. That's the news for now. You can hear more news coming up in about 15 minutes on the internet at ondemand.centennialcollege.ca. On behalf of all of us here at Observer Radio News, thanks for listening and have a great day.